Hi there, folks! Barcelona finds new candidates to replace Xavi, while a new favorite has emerged in the race for Xabi Alonso's signature. Find out about all that and more in the latest episode of Football News, which definitely deserves your like. Let's get the show on the pitch. The Spanish Football Federation has suspended Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham for 2 La Liga games after using offensive abusive language towards referee Jesus Gil Manzano during the match against Valencia. He will not be available to play against Celta Vigo and Osasuna. Barcelona prodigy Pau Cubarsí may receive a call-up to the Spanish national team for the upcoming friendlies. A video has been posted online showing Adana Demirspor striker Mario Balotelli setting off a firecracker right in the team's dressing room. Pedri's initial recovery time is supposed to last 5 to 6 weeks. However, Barcelona will not rush his return. Bayern's 18-year-old super talent Mathys Tel has penned a new contract with the club until the summer of 2029. Do you hope to stay at Barca beyond this season? Joao Cancelo answered, Yes, I do. AC Milan are mulling over a summer move for Wolfsburg centre-back Maxence Lacroix. Thibaut Courtois is expected to return to full training with his teammates on March 27th. West Ham United could try to land the legendary Marco Reus as a free agent in case he decides to leave Borussia Dortmund. Chelsea have long been following the progress of Athletic Bilbao star Nico Williams. They may attempt to acquire him this summer. The championship game between Southampton and Preston North End has been postponed after a fire broke out at the building adjacent to Southampton Stadium of Light. Hull City are actively planning for a permanent move for Liverpool attacking midfielder Fabio Carvalho, who is currently representing the team on loan in the summer. England has no plans to host the Men's World Cup for the next 20 years. Instead, there are plans to host the Women's World Cup. If Xabi Alonso does decide to leave Bayer Leverkusen, the club will try to appoint Castilla coach Raúl González to take his place. Mohamed Salah has returned to Liverpool's training after his injury setback. He has a chance to feature against Manchester City this weekend. Aston Villa are considering bringing in Arsenal left-back Kieran Tierney, who is currently on loan at Real Sociedad. My last speech before we went out for the second half, I kicked the door. It was the wrong technique, so it feels like I broke my toe, Thomas Tuchel shared. Manchester United are considering England head coach Gareth Southgate as a potential replacement for Erik ten Hag. Borussia Dortmund's legendary centre-back Mats Hummels is in conflict with the team's head coach Edin Terzic, who disagrees with his tactical ideas. AC Milan and AS Roma have confirmed that they will have a friendly in Perth, Australia on May 31st. Gabriele Gravina, the president of the Italian Football Federation, is under investigation in Rome for an alleged bribe of €250,000. Barcelona are satisfied with the performances of right-back Julian Araujo on loan at Las Palmas. The Catalans are counting on him next season. Alexander Zinchenko may quit Arsenal for £45 million. Newcastle and Bayern Munich are interested in him. Juventus will join the race for one of AS Monaco's leaders, Youssouf Fofana. He is seen as a replacement for Paul Pogba. Bayern Munich have no plans to recruit Benfica's young centre-back Antonio Silva, but they will keep an eye on his progress. For the second time in their history, Atalanta remained unbeaten for 7 games in a row in European competitions after doing so between September 1990 and March 1991 in UEFA Cup. Porto central midfielder Alan Valera has attracted interest from Manchester City, PSG, Liverpool and Borussia Dortmund. The release clause in his contract is worth €70 million. Atletico Madrid have triggered an automatic 1-year extension of Cesar Azpilicueta's contract. The German Football Association dreams of Jurgen Klopp preparing the Germany squad for the 2026 World Cup. Gianluigi Donnarumma may leave PSG in the upcoming summer. The club is not very happy with his performances, while Juventus are showing serious interest. Julian Alvarez is the first player with a goal plus assist in the first 10 minutes of a knockout stage game in the whole history of the UEFA Champions League. Manchester City central midfielder Mateus Nunes suffered a gruesome finger injury during the Champions League win over Copenhagen. After RB Leipzig's knockout at the Champions League round of 16, Borussia Dortmund have guaranteed themselves a place in the revamped 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. Erling Haaland scored his 41st career goal in the Champions League and equaled Sergio Aguero's tally. Alright, have a look at the results of yesterday's Champions League and Europa League fixtures. RB Leipzig delivered a quite surprising performance against Real Madrid. The Red Bulls once again had much more to offer in attack, creating chances, while Los Blancos basically sat in their own half of the pitch for the entire first half. Eventually, in the 65th minute, Real Madrid launched a counter-attack, which was converted into a goal by Vinicius Jr. from Bellingham's pass. 3 minutes later, Willy Orban equalized with a header, though RB Leipzig were unable to snatch the victory. Manchester City had no trouble beating modest Copenhagen. In the 5th minute, Akanji netted after a corner, and in the 9th minute, Alvarez scored another one after a blunder of the goalkeeper, who failed to keep the ball in an ordinary situation. El Yunusi got one back, but in the last seconds of the first half, Erling Haaland already put the tie to bed after another strike. Moving on to the main news of the release. Real Madrid's head coach Carlo Ancelotti has unexpectedly encountered legal troubles in Spain. The matter is that the prosecutor is seeking nearly 5 years of imprisonment for the Italian coach. Ancelotti has been accused of irregularities in deals related to his image rights in 2014-2015, amounting to €1 million. Ancelotti has two options: admit guilt and reach a plea deal, or fight the charges to clear his name. Former player Xabi Alonso faced similar accusations and was acquitted by the competent legal authority. One of the best young coaches in Europe, Ruben Amorim, is close to taking over Barcelona. The Catalans have made progress in talks with the Portuguese, whose candidacy was supported by the club's sporting director Deco. However, it doesn't mean that Amorim will be the one appointed instead of Xavi. Still, if the club decides on his candidacy, then all contractual terms will be already agreed upon. Aside from Barca, Liverpool and Bayern are also keen on hiring Amorim. Under Amorim's guidance, Sporting captured the Portuguese league title in the 2020-21 season. Before joining the Green and Whites, Ruben coached Braga. As of this moment, Bayern are the clear favorites to hire Xabi Alonso as their head coach next summer. Earlier on, Liverpool were considered the frontrunners. But over the past 2-3 weeks, Bayern have made significant progress in their negotiations with the Spaniard. Xabi also seems to like the project Bayern presented to him and is interested in becoming a part of it. Nevertheless, it cannot be ruled out that Alonso could stay at Bayern for the next season to wait for the Real Madrid head coaching job to become available. AS Roma's star striker Paulo Dybala may pursue his career at Barcelona. The Argentine forward, through his agent, contacted the Spanish giants and offered his services. Barcelona have not yet shown much interest in his deal, but took time to think about it. As for clubs from outside Italy, Dybala's contract includes a €12 million release clause. The 2022 World Cup champion had offers from the English Premier League, although his priority is to transfer to La Liga. This season, Dybala bagged 13 goals and 7 assists in 26 appearances. Barcelona management keeps hoping that the team will be headed by a top Spanish manager instead of Xavi, who will not experience any language barrier issues with the team's youngsters. The Catalans believe that Mikel Arteta, who has been doing very well at Arsenal, is the perfect man for the job. Barcelona have already been in contact with Arteta in order to discuss possible conditions he could agree to. Joan Laporta will do everything he can to convince Arteta. Among other names, Barcelona are considering Hansi Flick, Thomas Tuchel, Julian Nagelsmann, Ruben Amorim, and Luis Enrique. PSG are well aware of the fact that Kylian Mbappé is 100% committed to leaving the club. There is no chance of the French striker changing his mind and extending his deal with the French champions. He has finally made up his mind about representing Real Madrid from the next season. As of today, Mbappé's entourage and the Madrid club are agreeing on the final details of his contract, and as soon as everything gets ready, the deal will be officially announced. Guys, be sure to check out the videos from our other project as well.